falsche Missen aus Alsa. Es tut mir leid zu erfahren, dass du nicht den Frieden gefunden hast, den du dir in Sirene gehofft hast. Seit deiner Abreise ist die Situation in der Akademie beklagenswert. Diejenigen, die du angeklagt hast, verhalten sich jetzt so, als ob die Regeln nicht für sie gelten würden und führen regelmäßig fragwürdige Experimente durch. Der Rest von uns kann nichts tun. Dass du irgendwann weißt, wie-
I am finished. Sahin is going to throw me in the bottom of a deep cell, if not worse.
So. Warte mal hier. Warum soll ich. Ne, wir bleiben erstmal hier. Jetzt eventuell die Fähigkeit habe, dieses Spiel hier aufzukriegen. Ja, hier diese Tour. Komme ich denn auf ein? Attribute. Bei Fähigkeit 1. Zahl. Auf Genauigkeit. Ausdauer. Talente. Wissenschaft. Ach, Schlossknacken. Ah, okay. Okay. So. Wenn wir das irgendwann mal haben, dann müssen wir uns auf jeden Fall diesen Ort hier merken. Oh. Nehmen wir. So. Was haben wir denn hier? Oh. Ach, hierfür ist der Schlüssel. Okay. Lagerschlüssel des. Was ist noch auf der Liste? Moment. Nacken kann ich sehen. Ist das eventuell der Schlüssel dafür? Toll, Leute, ich muss zurück. Das ist mir jetzt gerade keine Ruhe. Ach, du warst hier? Ja, nee. Kriegen wir direkt wieder die Tür zu. So, wir wollen hier. Okay. Nee. Ist doch nicht der Schlüssel dafür. Na, schade. Hätte es sein können. Mal hier auf jeden drin. Geht wahrscheinlich wieder raus. Ach, hier. Schlüsselblock. Was hat jetzt? So, hier geht's raus. Okay. Gut, jetzt sind wir hier. Und wir müssen verhandeln mit Lieferanten. Ne, das wollen wir noch nicht. Achso, wir müssen wieder zurück zum Oscar. Hier lang oder hier hoch. Hier lang. Nee, geht nicht. Gib das Pferd mal wieder weg hier, bitte, danke. Das ist alles ziemlich verwinkelt, aber das war halt früher so, ne? Hier durch. Das ist ja schon wieder hier. Hier durch. Ja. Ja. Gott. Hier runter. Wir sind hier runter. Hier runter. Rechts. Ja. Hier. Ah. Ja. So. Dann informieren wir den guten Mann.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you to hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Yay, Level 2. Okay, gut, dann haben wir den Quacksalber schon mal erledigt. Und jetzt haben wir hier noch. Ich frage mich echt. Schenke, Kaserne der Großengarde. Das hier ist Botschafter von Telemene. Das ist Haus der Familie. Hier ist ja so Lagerhaus, Gefängnis der Rauten. Mit dem Lieferant. Muss mal. Warum kann ich das denn eigentlich nicht markieren? Oh Gott, das wäre ja gar nicht so weit gewesen. Wir sind ja voll umständlich gelaufen.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Charisma. Gefängnisstrafe androhen. Intuition. Versuche ihn zu bestechen. Ah, nee, bestechen? Hallo? Erstmal schön mit
I
Gefängnis.
don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title.
Also wir haben
Bravo!
auf jeden Fall noch mehr Möglichkeiten, auf jeden Fall. Verbleibender Punkt, let's go. Haben wir auch hier einen? Nee. Okay, Fertigkeiten. Warte mal, was hatten wir denn genommen? Schusswaffe. Handlingwaffe. Ja, Attribut. Ah, hier, Kraft. Wir haben gar nichts. Okay, ja, stimmt. Hier stabilisierender Angriff, Trittversuch, aber es noch für einen starken Gleichgewichtsverlust. Okay, Fahrerstahl, Angriffe mit Einhandlingen verursachen mehr Schaden. Das ist schon mal sehr gut. Der schweren sind wir noch nicht so unterwegs. Angriffe mit Schusswaffe verursachen mehr Schaden. Plus 20%. Da wir aber eh jetzt, oder? Wobei. Ja doch, wir sind eh mehr mit dem Schwert unterwegs. Ja. Dann werden wir das hier mal nehmen. Was ist das nächste? Grausamer Stahl. Schaden durch Einhandlingen rein. Okay. Gut, wo müssen wir jetzt nochmal hin? Ach, hier nochmal. Informiere den Quartiermeister der Kaserne der Sirene. Let's go. Ich denke mal, das ist jetzt auch hier noch die Einführungsstory und so. Was ist denn? Ah, hier. Ja, wo ist der gute Mann? Oh, aha. Ein Riesending und der verschanzt sich hier in der Ecke.
Lady de Sardet, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Warte mal, wir sind in... Also haben wir mehrere Stadtbezirke oder was? Ich glaube, hier für die... Ich habe die ganze Zeit gedacht, das ist die Insel, zu der wir dann aufbrechen. Aber anscheinend scheint es irgendwie ein Stadtviertel zu sein oder so. Irgendwas. Okay, hier geht es hinter hoch. Okay. Oh, das hier ist ein Arzt. Das sieht man an dieser Rabensmaske oder was das da ist. Zurückgelassener Brief. Ich hoffe, du bekommst diesen Brief, wenn du endlich aus Alsa zurückkehrst. Vorausgesetzt, es ist noch jemand am Leben, der ihn geben kann. Ich kann kaum noch etwas sehen und es fällt mir schwer zu schreiben. Bitte verzeih mir, mein Junge, ich kann dir nicht viel hinterlassen. Die Hunde haben sicherlich schon unsere schönen Kuhladen zerstört, ja wahrscheinlich. Aber sie haben vielleicht nicht die Ruhe gefunden, die ich in unserem Haus versteckt habe. Pass gut auf dich auf, mein Sohn. Wenn du genug Geld zusammen hast, dann flieh auf diese magische Insel, die angeblich völlig frei und übel ist. Dein liebender Vater. Also diese Krankheit, die lässt Menschen auf jeden Fall erblinden. So viel steht auf jeden Fall mal fest. Man kann hier überall rein, ey. Wahnsinn. Oh, warte mal, waren wir hier nicht schon? Ja, doch, hier waren wir doch schon. Ach, das ist der gleiche Hof. Ah, okay. Ja klar, hier. Oh, bitte. Oh, ich muss hier weg. Wenn die da rumpotzen und so. Wie das letzte Übel. Dörde durch Silon. Kann man mit dem quatschen, oder wie? Ah. Hello.
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tirfredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Okay. Das war das. Okay, und wir müssen hier Kapitän Vasco. Stell dich Kapitän Vasco vor. Finde den Schleuser. Finde einen Weg, um die Fracht nach Tirfredi zu... Also gut, okay. Tirfredi ist doch die Insel. Tirfredi ist doch die... Aber wir hatten doch jetzt noch irgendwie eine andere Aufgabe bekommen, oder? Wegen der Hafen... Ach so. Ja, wahrscheinlich das hier. Das ist ja hier der Hafen.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. For some children, we'd been best to refuse.
Kapitän Vasco!
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that
wahrscheinlich.
Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Nach Konstantins Abwesenheit fragen, das hilft. Okay, Konstantin ist doch unser Vetter, oder?
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Man kann sich nie sicher sein, ne?
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. Might I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Ptolemy's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Norts. No one else may enter.
Okay.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Yep.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Na, jetzt haben wir jetzt alles.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.